Hey everyone, this tutorial is going to be on how I do my face makeup. So first off, I start with some lip balm. This is Rock Gel. This stuff is really nice. Next thing I do is apply my moisturizer. Right now I'm using Lush Skin Drink. Looks like that. Which is really nice. I really like it. And then I let that sink in a bit. Usually I do my eye makeup and before my face makeup, so this dries up a bit before I put on my primer. But we're just gonna go ahead. So lately I've been using the Urban Decay complexion primer. And I put that on, sometimes I use the brush and sometimes I just use my hands if they're clean. And recently I got this Peter Thomas Ross Max Anti-Shine Mattifying Gel. So I've been using that too. It seems to work really good as a primer. The consistency and texture, hopefully that's focusing, it's really different. So I put that in the places where I get the most oily. The next thing I do is foundation, or actually this is the next thing I do. Smashbox Artificial Light in Flash. It's just mostly really a highlighting cream. Well, highlighting liquid. It's very runny. And I put that on with the brush all over my face. And usually I do little pumps because it comes out really quickly. So I have to do a couple pumps. Smooth that out with a kabuki brush. This one's the MAC 182. Okay, so my next step is foundation. Sometimes I use a brush, but usually I use a sponge. For foundations, I tend to change it up a lot. The ones I've been using lately are the Revlon Photo Ready. This one's really nice. It has a lot of mica in it, so it, well, not a lot. It has enough in it to make it show up, but not too much to make you a big shiny mess. It does take a long time to dry though. This one is Maybelline Superstay. I've been using that. When I went to Mexico, I used that when I got back because it was a bit darker. And what else? Bobbi Brown. This one's the Luminous Moisturizing Foundation. And I really like this one. This one's the one I've been using the most. And it comes out of the bottle really well. So I apply that all over my face. Then once I'm done that, I buff it all out with my kabuki. Alright, so my next step is powder. This is a Dara Paris What a Surprise compact powder. I got it in Mexico. I don't know where else you can get it. I've never seen it before. So I take some powder and I put it all over to set. Sometimes I put concealer on. If I do, I would do that before my powder. And this one I'm using is Unwrinkle Concealer by Peter Thomas Ross. So the next step would be bronzer. The bronzer I'm using is Bronze Booster by Physicians Formula. It's good for fair people. This one's the lightest one, I believe. Like that. And next is blush. Blush I change on a daily basis for whatever makeup I'm doing or eyeshadow I'm doing. This one I'm going to use right now is Honey by Revlon. It is Color Stay Mineral Blush. I go up into my temples quite far with my blush. And then buff that out. My last step is highlighting. This is what I recently got about 2-3 weeks ago. NARS. Ooh, there we go. NARS, the multiple in Luxar. So I put that on my cheekbones and going up like that. It's like a V outside your eye. Down the nose, a little above the brows, Cupid's bow, and a little on the chin area. Then I blend that out with a fluffy brush. It looks like this. And I just go back and forth blending it. Then my last step is I take a bit of my bronzer on my finger and go like this to contour my nose, because after I highlight it, it does look a bit bigger because you're calling attention to it with the highlight. So that is how I do my face makeup. I hope this helped some people. If not, I hope I was slightly entertaining.